GenAI for DevOps engineers, 30 days, real labs, real workflows. Launch price, $39, limited seats. This program is built to fix exactly that. Not theory, not buzzwords, not build chat. We focus on practical GenAI skills that directly map to real DevOps workflows. This is not a video-only course. You'll get guided, hands-on labs, real environments, time-bound, controlled access, exercises that mirror real DevOps plus GenAI usage. 30 Days of AI Agents is a hands-on program designed to help learners understand, build, and evaluate modern AI agents using popular open-source frameworks. Over 4 weeks, participants will build AI agents using tools such as N8N, Crew AI, Llama Index, LangGraph, and Small Agents. Duration 30 days. Format: live instructor-led sessions. Hands-on, yes, guided labs and exercises.
What happens when you stop-start an Amazon Web Service Elastic Compute instance versus reboot an instance? You will be surprised to know that there is a difference between stopping and starting an instance versus rebooting an instance. Stopping and starting an instance essentially involves deallocating and reallocating physical resources, changing instance states, and potentially altering public IP addresses, but it retains data on EBS volumes. Rebooting an instance, on the other hand, is a simpler process. It's essentially an in-place restart of the operating system without changing the instance's running state. This means that IP addresses are retained and all data is preserved. Let's understand this step by step. When you stop an instance, Amazon Web Service performs a shutdown of the instance similar to powering down a physical computer. The instance's state changes from running to stopping and finally to stopped. The hypervisor will release the underlying physical resources like CPU and RAM allocated to the instance. The instance's EBS volumes remain attached, but the instance is no longer running. You stop being billed for instance usage, but you continue to pay for EBS storage. The instance's public IP address is released. However, the private IP address remains the same. The data on the instance store, if any, is lost. The data on EBS volumes remains intact. When you start a stopped instance, Amazon Web Service allocates the necessary physical resources, CPU, RAM, etc., to the instance again and boots it up. The instance's state changes from stop to pending and then to running. The hypervisor assigns new physical hardware to the instance. This may or may not be the same hardware as before. A new public IP address is assigned if it doesn't have an elastic IP. The private IP address remains the same as it was before stopping. The EBS volumes are reattached and data remains intact. On the other hand, when you reboot an instance, Amazon Web Service performs a soft reboot similar to rebooting an operating system. The instance state remains running throughout the process. The reboot is internal to the instance. The physical resources, CPU, RAM, etc., allocated to the instance remain the same. The instance does not lose its hardware allocation. Billing continues as usual because the instance does not change its running state. Both the public IP and private IP addresses remain the same. No data is lost from either the instance store or EBS volumes. The reboot is handled by the operating system. Thank you everyone for watching the video. If you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. For more content like this, check out my book, Cracking the DevOps Interview. You can find the link in the description below.